Hey there, my Scorpios. It's Stacy, and I'm coming to you from southern Mississippi. So today we're going to do a short reading for you. We're going to go over what crosses you, your immediate future, the truth revealed, and the final outcome. So let's start with the traditional deck. Sun, Moon, and Venus. Sun, Moon, and Venus. Alright, we're going to cut the deck. And the Magician is what's crossing you. Alright, so the Magician card is represented by the planet Mercury. And let's go ahead and get all the cards laid out and then we'll do the full reading, okay? Immediate future is going to be the Seven of Wands. I hate that card. That one is always just so hard because it's the farmer that has the crops that won't grow. Alright, the truth revealed is the Knight of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And the final outcome be aware of confidence misplaced. The Knight of Swords. Alright, so of course I made it a zebra. But, alright. So that was a pretty good card, even though it's a little bit, you know, out there. Alright, so the next is your Hermetic deck. We're going to use the Hermetic deck. And since my Scorpios are a little bit darker than most signs, I actually made a deck of witchy cards. If I can find them, we might throw those in there real quick. So, these cards are a little bit different because... Alright, so I went to a website, I went to YouTube, and it was the Hearth Witch 1111 that went over some of these signs that you might be a witch if. Okay, so these are so cute. Let's go ahead and start off with one of those. What crosses you? The curse release. Oh, this is a card on how to clean your house of bad energy. You might need to sage it. Alright, also, it's got a whole lot of information here about how to cleanse your house of bad juju. Alright, so if you're having some bad juju, maybe you had some bad omens, maybe there was a crow at your window, who knows, maybe there was a black cat that you don't know perched on your windowsill, who knows what might happen. But it is, Halloween is getting closer, right? So you never know what might happen. So the future, the immediate future, is the, let's see what card we have here. Authenticity. So this is the one, this is based off of, you might be a witch if you are very authentic. Your popularity comes naturally, or makes, you just, the crowd follows you and you just don't jive as a follower. So whoever is, you know, following you They're following you because of your authenticity. Truth revealed. You can tap into energy. So how do you know if you're a witch? Maybe you have a dream or a prediction or some type of energy. You can help others with trajectory. So your trajectory is where you're going in life. So if you're maybe you're dealing with someone who asks you for advice a lot, and maybe you don't really know what to say, or you're afraid to say what you feel, but you do have the ability to help people with their trajectory as to where they're going in their life. And then the final outcome, we have sensitivity. Feeling the environment is heightened around you. Overly active narrative systems. Nope, that is not narrative. This is overly active nervous system. Alright, so are you twitching? Are you like irritable because somebody's making some racket? That is so funny. Alright, so that means that you might be a witch. Okay, I just love it. I love it. Alright, so let's go with the Hermetic deck to really seal up the deal here. Alright, so on the what crosses you, we have the law of association. And for your immediate future, the Fool card of the deck, which is actually a scripture. It's 29:11 of Proverbs. It says, "A fool uttereth all of his mind, but the wise man keepeth it in until afterwards." So what you want to do is listen to what everyone is telling you, and then from there, tell them what, after you've really listened and really thought about what you're going to say, then give them your best advice. So the truth revealed is white hot polarizing love. All paradoxes can be I just had to write it in cursive. Can be reckoned. All paradoxes can be reckoned. So if you feel like you're in a paradox, you know, something that starts over and starts over again and starts over again, which a lot of us have those days. Maybe our whole life is a paradox. But it says that it can be recovered. Reckoned. I don't know. All paradoxes can be reckoned. Alright, we're going to have to check in on that card and do some more research for the paradoxes. Okay? So the final outcome is the law of the wise. So the law of the wise is whenever you look to knowledge and wisdom to guide you. So you just don't go by your first instincts. You always have to listen to your gut instinct no matter what. But sometimes it's good to make sure that you're on the right track and double check yourself. Alright, so let's take some solidifiers from the Oracle deck. Actually, we gotta do the full reading here. Alright, so I pretty much went through all these cards already, but they always make so much more sense when you see them next to each other. So the Magician, or the Virgo, quite possibly any planet that's associated with Mercury, Gemini. The Magician plants a seed and manifests his future. It's not a bad idea to adopt a new idea or start a new beginning. Change is coming. Alright, so curse release. I don't know if you're feeling cursed or if you're having just some kind of bad, hard time. If you feel like you're in a paradox, definitely you might want to try this. It says to use red brick dust to remove bad energy from your home. Mix it with some water and clean your whole house with the red brick dust. Or you can just sprinkle some underneath your steps outside. Sage is also important if you feel like it's a entity, a bad entity, or a ghost that might be haunting you. Then make sure that you sage your house. And the law of association. So you just have to be careful who you're associating with, and if two things that are in common, and the same thing controls both. Every particle in the universe affects each other. So basically this is just saying that, nothing happens for no reason. Something had to have happened to cause the effect. Alright? And then we also have in the immediate future. This is bad for the future, okay, y'all? So basically it says the farmer who has the crops that won't grow. Regulating and losing control. So you gotta be careful not to lose control. Open your eyes and be honest. Earth signs, Saturn's in Taurus, and Saturn in Taurus, Taurus is very, very stable, but they do not like to change. They're very, and Saturn in Taurus is going to be even more like a no. Alright, so this is a no answer. If you're asking a question, if you're looking for some kind of yes or no answer in this reading, the answer is no. And it's based on your immediate future. Alright, and then we have the authenticity card, which is, are you a witch? So basically it says that your authenticity is what makes you popular, and it makes you able to lead the crowd and not be a follower. And you may not jive with anybody, but you may not jive as a follower because you have your own original ideas. And then we have this card about the fool, uttereth every word that comes into their mouth, and they need to be keeping it in until after everyone else has said their piece. That just reminds me of, like, jumping the gun. Don't jump the gun. I think the point of that card is don't jump the gun. And then your future, the truth revealed, Scorpio, is the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is a somber, serious, hard worker, reserved, fails to recognize when change is necessary, the protector. So this is a Virgo, a Taurus, or a Capricorn. Dedicated, patient, isolated. It says, get the job done. Alright. So that is your Knight of Pentacles, which usually has to do with money, right there, the Pentacles. And then for your Witchy card, it says, you may be able to tap into predictions, energy that is available to you. You may be able to help others with their trajectory in life. So if someone's asking you for advice, try to help them. The advice that you can get here is, it's about white hot desire, okay? Polarizing desire, which means it made the world shift, okay? All paradoxes can be reversed. Reckoned. Alright, so if you're stuck in a paradox, you know, I guess the answer is white hot love, white hot desire. Alright, so I don't know a whole lot about Hermetic law, but you know, if it's polarizing, that's a good thing, right? That's what makes a love life last. Alright, so your final outcome is the Knight of Swords. Beware of confidence misplaced. So this just means that you may not be so safe where you're sitting. You might think that you're in a safe spot, but you have to be careful and watch out, because it actually has the card of sensitivity. The feelings of the environment are heightened. You might be overly active. Your nervous system might be overly active, causing you jitters or issues. And the law of the wise is your final outcome. So just be careful what it is that you're doing. Make sure that you act wise and use your best judgment when making decisions. Alright, and we're going to solidify these cards. Alright, and your first card is, how did I get so lucky? Alright, your second card is retreat, retreat. Alright, so that could mean that, you know, you're going into battle and you've got to back it up, or it could just mean that you need to go on a retreat. But either way, you need to retreat right away. So the truth revealed, the perspective will change. This card just won't go away. It doesn't matter how many times I shuffle a deck. This one always pops up. Don't give up. Dear Scorpio, don't give up. Life is too short, so keep moving on. And the last card is Enchanted Love from Another Life. Your soulmate. Alright, so if you're not already in your soulmate category, I have to be so careful because my lover's a Scorpio, so I'm still going to show you all these Enchanted Love card from Another Life. So not everybody believes in reincarnation, but part of the soulmate, understanding of what a soulmate is that every time that you die, your soul is reincarnated and you will eventually run into your soulmate. So if you believe in that, soulmate, but it looks like it might take some manifestation. Alright, so if you're still out there searching for your soulmate and you haven't found him yet, you might have to do a little bit of work to find him. You might have to manifest it, which means that you really got to focus on what it is that you want and what it is that you're looking for. So it's hard for me to vibe with this card because every Scorpio I know is in a long-term relationship, but maybe you're already with your soulmate and you just don't even know it. Alright, so just keep moving forward, and that's a wrap. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Good night.